Hey guys, and welcome back for another gentle slow flow session. For this session, you might want to bring along a bolster pillow or maybe some cushions, blankets, any props that you might need just to make yourself feel a little bit more comfortable. Other than that, you won't need anything else, just some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come and join me in a supine position and we'll begin. Okay, so if you just come to your mat, and we'll start in a supine position for this class. So we're going to come all the way onto our backs and just get comfortable, and we'll begin with a little bit of breath work and breath focus. So finding yourself in a supine position, you can let your arms fall out to the side, palms facing up, palms facing down, or even have your hands on your stomach. And when you're ready, just take 3 deep inhales, breathing all the way in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And when you're doing that next inhale, now think about drawing that breath into the base of the stomach first, so you feel your stomach rise before your lungs, all the way up to your collarbone, and then exhale completely. One last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then just gently bring your knees in towards your chest and hug them with both arms. You can rock from side to side, massage your lower back. Start to feel your hips. And then when you're ready, place your hands on your knees and just begin to make circles with your knees, maybe 5 times in one direction. And those circles can be big, they can be small, whatever you're feeling today in this moment. And then when you've done 5 circles, go back in the opposite direction. Just gently rotating, easing into those hips, into the glutes, massaging that lower back. When you've done 5 circles in both directions, just gently come back to center and then come all the way up to a seated position on your mat. From here, think about connecting both your sit bones to the floor, rolling your shoulders back and down, and lengthening through the crown of the head as you take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, just release and let everything go. As we inhale, this time we're going to take the right arm up all the way above us, extending up tall, feeling that stretch in the right side body. And as we exhale, reach all the way over to the left. And just take 3 deep breaths, inhaling as you lift through the armpit and lengthen through the spine. Exhaling to reach further. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, can you reach any further this time? And then inhale as you come all the way back to center. Replace the right hand down and then reach up tall with the left hand, so we're switching arms. Extend as you inhale, feeling that stretch in the side body, and then as you exhale again, reaching over to the right side, so opposite side this time, and take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back to center. This time we're going to inhale to lift and twist to look over our left shoulder as we exhale. And you can use that right hand against that left knee to pull the body round, and use your left hand against the floor behind you to help as well. Take 2 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale and slowly unravel yourself all the way back to center, and then switch over to the other side. So left hand comes on right knee, right hand goes back behind you. Inhale to lift and lengthen, exhale to twist and look over that shoulder. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then slowly unravel yourself on that final exhale. From here, take the hands back behind you, interlace the fingers, clasp the hands together and pull them back and down, so you're opening up those shoulders. And as we inhale, we're going to lift and lengthen. As we exhale, we're going to fold forwards over the front, over the legs, and pull the hands back and up behind us. Take 2 more deep breaths. With every exhale, see if you can sink a little bit deeper. And then on your third inhale, lift all the way back up to center, and we're going to come into cow face arms. So we're going to take the right hand up, the left hand goes out to the side, and as you exhale, reach back behind and see if you can interlace those fingers. Take 3 deep breaths. This is where you might want to use a strap, a sock, a belt, anything to help you out if you can't quite reach. Or alternatively, you can always just take a tricep stretch. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then release the hands and switch sides. So right arm goes out to the side, left hand goes up, and then you're reaching back and behind. And you might find I'm particularly tight today on the opposite side. See if you can reach the fingers. If not, don't worry, you can use that strap, belt, or just hold. And hold for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then release the arms. We're going to slowly come onto our hands and knees now for 5 cat-cows. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're just slowly going to dip the stomach as we lift the head and look towards the ceiling. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, finding an arch position with the spine. And then as you exhale, round through the back, pressing the ground away, sucking the navel up and back towards the spine, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Take your time. Think about moving vertebrae by vertebrae slowly through the transitions. Moving with your own breath in your own time. One more each way. And then return back to a neutral position. Taking the hands just slightly further forwards, we're going to melt the chest down towards the floor in heart melting pose. So not quite as deep as puppy. Just think about placing your forehead or chin on the floor as you reach the heart towards the floor, finding that stretch in the thoracic spine, opening up the chest, opening up the arms, the shoulders, and just take 5 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come up onto your hands and knees, taking your hands to the front 2 corners of the mat, tucking your toes and pressing up into down facing dog. From here, as it's the first one of the day, think about bending at the knees, extending through the spine, pressing the crown of the head towards the floor, and finding that length as you pull the shoulder blades apart. Have a nice broad upper back. If you want to, you can take a few pulses through the shoulders, opening up the chest a little further, and then when you're ready, just begin extending the legs one by one, alternating pressing the heels towards the floor. Stretching off the hamstrings, the calves, the ankles, feet and hips. Take a few more deep breaths. And then when you're ready, just slowly walk the feet in towards the hands, coming into your ragdoll position. So taking a bend at the knees, think about drawing that chest over your thighs, crown of the head towards the floor. So you're feeling a stretch in your glutes and your hips and your lower back, as well as into your hamstrings. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow. And you can just swing from side to side. And if you want to, you can gradually begin to extend the legs whilst keeping that chest over the thighs. Take 2 more deep breaths all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana, reaching up tall. Exhale, sit back into chair pose. So sitting back in your heels, keeping that tailbone tucked under, draw the ribs down towards the pelvis, pull those shoulders back and down. Inhale to lift, exhale as you swan dive all the way down into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a nice deep breath in as you find length in the spine, maybe even come to a halfway lift if you want to. And then exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, come to your crouch position. So lifting the heels, tucking the body down and coming into a crouched ball, nose to knees. And then we're going to exhale as we push and extend back up into that forward fold. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to forward fold. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to forward fold. Last one. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to forward fold. From here, you're going to take your right foot back into a low lunge position. So left foot is at the front of the mat. Right knee comes to the floor. Reach the heart forwards as you roll those shoulders back and down. Eye gaze forwards. Feel that stretch in the right hip flexor and sink into that left groin as you exhale. Take 2 more deep breaths all the way in. Exhale. 1 more deep breath all the way in again. Exhale. From here, we're going to inhale as we lift the right knee off the floor, straighten the left leg, and then we're going to lengthen the body, reaching the heart forwards, and then as we exhale, we're going to fold over that left leg into pyramid pose. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then with the right hand, we're going to keep the right hand glued as we inhale and lift and twist into a revolved triangle on the left side. Reaching the left hand up towards the ceiling. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release that hand, frame the foot and step back to down facing dog. Take a moment there to just pedal it out. And we'll take a slow vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards to high plank. Option to drop the knees if you need to. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Take a moment there to open up the front body. And then exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. From here, you're going to walk the feet all the way in towards the front of the mat, coming back into that Uttanasana forward fold, drawing the chest over the thighs, crown of the head towards the floor. Take a nice deep breath in as you lift all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, sit back into chair pose. Inhale to lift, exhale as you fold all the way back down. Hands to the floor, framing the feet, and this time we're going to take a big step back with the left foot into a low lunge. So left knee comes to the floor, right foot forward, roll those shoulders back and down as you reach with the heart forwards, finding that stretch in the left hip flexor. Exhale, sink into the groin. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then on the next inhale, lift that left knee off the floor, straighten that right leg, reach the body forwards, and then exhale as you fold, reaching nose towards toes into pyramid pose. Hold for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then keeping the left hand grounded, inhale to lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling, reaching up tall into revolved triangle pose. This is where if you have a block and you need it, then feel free to grab a hold of that block. Sorry, I should have said this on the last one. To support the body as you lift and reach. If you can't quite reach the floor, that's absolutely fine. Or you can come into that side angle pose as well, wherever you need to be. 2 more deep breaths all the way in. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release that hand, frame that front foot, step back to down facing dog, pedal out the feet, and then we're going to come back down onto our hands and knees for 5 more cat-cows. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and you're simply going to inhale to lift and find that arch position, pulling the shoulder blades back and down, eye gaze up towards the ceiling, and then exhale as you round through the spine, pressing the ground away, sucking the navel back and up, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. 3 more. Last one. Exhale. And then just take your hands slightly further forwards and we're coming back down into that heart melting pose. So drawing the chest towards the floor, forehead towards the floor, or chin if you want to get deeper into that cervical spine. It's not quite as deep as puppy pose. Just relax into it for 5 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely and just sit back onto your heels in extended child's pose. Forehead to the floor, reaching the hands forwards. We're just going to walk the hands all the way over to the left as we find that stretch in the right side body. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Walk the hands all the way back to the center and then all the way over to the right and take another nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Walk the hands all the way back to center. Release the hands by the side, so palms facing up, arms are by the side, and we're coming into rabbit. So come, crown of the head goes towards the floor. You're lifting off your bum, off your heels slightly, and then getting that crown of the head towards the floor, arms by your side, and then you're just simply sitting back into that child's pose variation, but getting a nice stretch in the neck whilst you're here. Take 2 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up. We're going to come into a seated forward fold. So taking the legs straight out in front of you. Pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath your sit bones. Think about flexing the toes back towards you and then inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you reach forwards, drawing the chest over the thighs, nose towards toes. And just take 5 deep breaths. With every inhale, see if you can lengthen a little bit further. With every exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then inhale as you come all the way up. Soles of the feet are going to come together now. Knees come out to the side and you're going to shuffle your bum in towards your heels. Let the knees go out towards the side. You can pulse them a few times and you can use your elbows against your calves. As you inhale, find length in the body. Exhale as you reach nose towards toes for a stretch in the groins in seated butterfly pose or bound ankle. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up, bringing the feet together. Slide yourself towards the front of your mat now. Grab a hold of your block if you've got one. If not, you can always do, we're going to go for a supported bridge. So you're going to place this block either on your, on your lower back where it's hard, on your sacrum area, either upright, on its side or flat, depending on your mobility. If you haven't got a block, don't worry, just do a regular bridge. Come onto your backs, lift your hips as you inhale, place the block underneath you, and as you exhale, just lower the body onto that block. Get comfortable, release the hands, and just relax for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale to release the block out from underneath you. Put it to one side. And we're going to inhale as we bring the knees in towards the chest. Hug them in tight with both arms. Taking a hold of the left knee. Exhale as you extend the right leg all the way to the ground. Inhale to pull that left knee in towards your sternum. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then switch sides. So taking both knees all the way back up to center as you inhale, switching over the hands. Exhale as you extend that left leg all the way to the floor this time. Inhale to pull that right knee in towards your sternum. Take another 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you bring both knees back to center. Taking the hands out wide in a T-shaped position, palms facing down, glue your shoulders to the floor. As you exhale, drop the knees all the way over to the left. And as you inhale, lift the head and twist towards the right. So knees are in the opposite direction from your face. You can press down on that outer thigh, let gravity do the work, or even extend that top leg and cradle it in the opposite hand, wherever you need to be. Yogi's choice. Two more deep breaths for me. Exhale completely, and then slowly, when you're ready, inhale to lift your knees and your head back to center. Dropping the knees over to the right now as you exhale. Inhale to lift and twist the head to look towards the left. And again, press down on that outer thigh, or extend that top leg, or let gravity do the work. Yogi's choice. 4 more deep breaths for me. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then slowly inhale as you bring your knees all the way back to center. Hug them in tight with both arms, rock from side to side, massage your lower back. We're just going to come into a mini relaxation now. So if you need to go to work, then feel free to leave. And I'll see you again soon on the mat. Or if you want to stick around for just 2 to 3 minutes, we'll finish the session with a nice relaxation moment. So we're just going to extend the legs now and come into our Savasana pose. Let the arms fall out by the side. Get comfortable on the mat. If you need to grab a jumper or a pillow and get yourself comfortable, then feel free. And whenever you're ready, just start to bring your attention back to your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Whenever you're ready, just take 3 deep breaths. Remembering to fill up from the base of the stomach first. And then exhaling completely. One last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then I'm going to take you through a guided active relaxation. So keeping your attention on your breath, I now want you to think about sending that breath in towards the face and the head. And as you take a deep breath all the way in, crunch every muscle up in your face as tight as you can. Clench your eyes, clench your lips, clench your cheeks. And as you exhale, release everything. Allow your eyes to feel heavy in their sockets. Allow your cheeks to melt back down towards your ears. Allow your jaw to soften. And keeping that attention on your breath now, follow it as it travels down the neck and into the shoulders and the arms and the hands. Just notice how that area of your body feels. And as you take another deep inhale, clench your hands up into tight balls and scrunch your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, release. Allow your shoulders to sink back and down towards the mat. Allow your hands to fall open. Allow your arms to feel long and heavy. Just release any tension that you're holding there. Maybe you can feel more length in your neck. Maybe your arms feel a little looser now. And keeping that attention on your breath as you follow it down deeper into the body, into the hips, the glutes, the legs and the feet. I want you to take another deep breath all the way in as you clench your toes, extend your legs and clench your bum. As you exhale, release. Allow your hips to fall open. Allow your legs to feel long and heavy. Allow your feet to relax to wherever they fall naturally. And just take a moment now to check in with yourself. Scan your body from head to toe. Notice if there's any areas of tension left to release. And I want you to take just one final deep inhale as you clench every muscle up in your body as tightly as you possibly can. Squeeze, 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 and then as you exhale, release everything back down deeper into the mat below. And keeping your attention on your breath, following its rise and flow within your body. Just take 5 more deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. One last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then begin to bring life back into your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, take a big stretch with your arms. Or maybe you want to hug your knees in tight towards your chest and rock from side to side. Do whatever you need to do in this moment. And then whenever you're ready, just roll over onto the right side of your body and gently come all the way up to seated. And join me in the center of the mat for one last deep inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. And as we exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts, to the lips, kind words, to the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.